Hello everyone, this is Bryant with SFOTsource.com, your premier guide to Six Flags Over Texas. It is July. We are here at Six Flags Over Texas trying to beat the heat a little bit, but lots of exciting things going on here. Of course, you have the continued construction for the brand new record-breaking dive coaster coming in 2026. We also have a new entertainment offering at the Crazy Horse Saloon that we're going to go try and check out. And there are some historic preservation things going on here at the park, so we're very excited to go check it out as they prepare for the 65th anniversary. Let's go check it out. All right, we made our way into the park. You've got the flags, the clock tower, the carousel, very smooth process getting in. And front gate is looking nice and clean and vibrant with all of the plants and everything else. And great news on a food front as we head into Mexico. La Cantina is open today. This is something that's been closed the last few times we've been here, so really excited to see that we're still moving on. I love the tortas, they are delicious. So over here next to the Buffalo Trading Post, you'll notice that the construction wall for the brand new record-breaking dive coaster has been bumped back a little bit because they have reopened Flume 2. You'll see the sign there, log ride exit, and also your flash pass entrance, but looks like Flume 2 is not quite open yet for the day. Also here at the Buffalo Trading Post, you can get your very own Pepper Hot Poop hat. He is struggling, which I assume if you eat one of him, that would also be your bathroom experience. Right on the other side of painted shirts, this isn't really a big deal, but I feel like this little side area over here hasn't been cleared out this much in a really long time. It's so crazy. You can see a wall that has probably been here since the park opened, and just love seeing all the cleaning up. So of course, down the way there you have the Gunfighter show, which will run through the top of September, all that holiday weekend at the top of September. But here at the Crazy Horse Saloon, you have a brand new show that just started this weekend called the Dueling Pianos.
That was, there was some physics. There is no way that's luck. There was some physics that went into that.
He knows, he's like, I'm smart. That's right.
That was the most impressive thing I've seen all day.
Lucas?
And Vince had never heard that song. The sweet decision, right I gaze, singing in the car, getting lost in the sea. All the ways to find out, like pieces in the face, and I stare at all these days.
Raindrops on the windshield, it's so open in. Heading back from somewhere that I never should have been.
So we just enjoyed Dueling Pianos over at Crazy Horse Saloon. Make sure you go check that out. It only takes place until July 27th. There are no shows on Tuesdays, but every other day there is a show. So you don't have a lot of time, but it's a lot of fun. You can request songs. There's a lot of fun banter, a lot of audience participation, which is a lot of fun. All right, next up we're gonna head down Smith Street into some of the other older parts of the park to show you some really cool restoration that we've got going on. Got a little distracted over here at JB Smokehouse Barbecue because this outdoor smoker is going. You can smell it filling up the pathway with some good barbecue smells. So come check it out. I bet that that brisket in there is tasting quite a bit different than it was before. And also here down this thoroughfare you have your primary performance venue, which it doesn't have a show in it for the summer, but I do believe they plan on bringing something back for the holidays. But you will notice that they've got a lot of work going on over here. They have stripped this wall down to the bare bricks, which I'm not sure it's ever been bare, but maybe they're doing that to fix it and then repaint it, because there are a few, you know, like the wall's really old, so you're gonna have this as things settle, but there's a few cracks and things missing here and there. But man, how cool is that? Southern Palace getting a lot of love. And even over, you can see they've been working on the actual theater itself too. It looks like they've done some work on the wall there. So I can only assume there are things going on inside as well. And the work continues across the front of Southern Palace. The pillars look like they are getting some TLC along with the trim across the top. The doors, all the moldings around the doors. Lots of things getting worked on over here. Man, it makes me really curious to know what they're working on inside, because you know they got to be doing something in there if they're doing all of this to the outside, right? Surely they are, but really exciting to see, especially with this being pretty much the only indoor venue besides, you know, what we just saw in the Crazy Horse Saloon that is used for shows now. All right, I think we're going to backtrack back around to the outer loop, go through Texas, and then end up in the tower section. Yeah, I know, man. Me too. Me too. Looks like the weather is cooperating, so let's head up the oil derrick and do some construction updates. And here is a view of the construction area from the oil derrick for the brand new Giga Dive coaster. There are some footers poured down there, but I imagine it's probably pretty difficult to see from this angle. But you know, when you're just kind of casually looking at it, it's not going to look too different. But it's going to really go out into the parking lot, though. It's pretty interesting. You will see over here in the Spain proper area where Conquistador is, not really a whole heck of a lot going on. We also pointed out earlier that Flume 2 is reopened. It looks like they probably just run Flume 2 when it's a busier day, so it doesn't look like that's going to be running today. I did want to go up there, try to get a view of the construction area, but the construction area closest to it still looks the same as last time. Does look like we've had a few more pieces show up way over in the far lot, kind of on the other side of the road over there, so lots of the ride already here. And unfortunately I can't zoom further with this camera, but right over on the edge of the parking lot behind Titan back there, you've got some straight track pieces, which is very likely the lift hill for the new dive coaster. So yeah, they're running out of room to put stuff. They're gonna have to start building up soon. We've got a really weird angle because of the fencing and everything, but this is down in Texas Arena where you have 2 haunted houses for Fright Fest each year. Does look like there is some work actively going on down here. I'm curious to see which licensed haunts actually return, because we did learn that Fiesta Texas is not bringing back Stranger Things at Rockville. They did make a post that they have an all-new haunted house coming. We don't know what it is, but Stranger Things is not coming back there. So this was Saw and Trick or Treat last year, so we'll see if those survive. But it does look like they're working on some new stuff. And we had someone comment about Texas Arena, thinking, oh, maybe it's not going to be this dark color all the time, but looks like they're done. So it's the dark and moody Texas Arena now. The brand new refresh station right here next to Aquaman Powerwave has been a little more finished since we've been here last. So far side is where you'll get your drinks, and then this side was closed last time, but now that's where you get ices. So you can kind of see what's going on the menu there. Just your standard drink setup. I definitely feel like a fresh and juicy Georgia peach right now. Not like because I'm voluptuous or anything, but just because I'm like sweating a lot. So what does this shirt mean? I don't know. Also, if you're looking for a shirt that says squeezy lemons on it, they've got that also here at Studio 6F. Do always stop off in Six Flags Universe just to see what's going on, and I noticed this new Titan shirt, which is actually the colors of the ride now. So if you're looking for something a little more current, they have that. Let me move it so you can see the front. That's what the front's looking like. These are $26.99. Of course, we couldn't leave without looking through the construction fences. Lots of dirt being moved around. You will see a footer there, center screen. Lots and lots of stuff being torn up over here to try to see if we can get another view through another part of the fence. Still got all the equipment out here as they continue to drill down for footers. Yeah, they've pretty much torn up like the parking lots, the concrete for the parking lot that's out here, and you do got a little footer action going on over here as well. This angle here gives you a really good scope of just how far out this ride's gonna come. So, got their rebar and stuff in. Looks like they still gotta pour the concrete for all this over here though. Exciting times. All right, everyone, that does it for this visit to Six Flags Over Texas. The weather was great when we got here. It's definitely starting to warm up now, but you know, last few visits we've had to the park have been very pleasant. Everything was great today. Very clean, good ride-ups from what we could tell, and we didn't have any issues at food stands, nothing like that, nothing crazy. All friendly, fast service. Of course, make sure you come out to check out Dueling Pianos. That only takes place until July 27th, like we said, so you don't have a lot of time, but it is a really fun new thing to do at the park this summer. And of course, we've got the dive coaster construction, which we will continue to keep track of as it changes. Right now, a little bit slow because you've got to let those footers cure and all that, but once those footers cure and they get all that rolling, we'll start to see some vertical activity. If y'all have any questions about Six Flags Over Texas, let us know in the comments below. Also, check out sfotsource.com. That is our full guide to the park. You'll learn all about the rides, the dining locations, everything. So make sure to check that out. We thank y'all for watching. Take care, and we'll see you at a theme park.